Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the VHS Tapes podcast. Tonight, I'm here with Venom, 6 foot, and our guest, Wafez.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hey, or is it Wafez? I mean, it's Wafez, but we like to call you Wafez to be assholes.
That is very correct.
We're just kind of used to it at this point. So
I've honestly forgotten which way it's supposed to be said.
but yeah, for the record, yeah, it is Wafez. So
Okay.
but yeah, anyway.
Anyway, tonight's episode, we are going to be talking about Ducktales Season 1 and like some of our favorite moments from each episode.
And if this needs clarification, it is the DuckTales reboot from 2017.
Thank you for the clarification.
Here's some clarification.
Thank you. So, we have the first episode, Woo-Oo, I guess is how they say it.
Like DuckTales, woo, in the theme song. So it's the writers or whatever being clever with that.
Yeah, so like the entirety of the episode just involves Donald dumping off the triplets at Scrooge's.
Yeah, see, he got tired of their shit or something.
Yeah, no, he had a job interview for Glomgold.
Oh yeah.
Although I don't think he realized who it was at first.
I mean, hey, the man needs some money.
True. I do love like, God, I got such vague notes, but it's just like at some point someone was like, "Who's the evil triplet?" and they just all pointed to Louis, and I'm like, "Yep, sounds about right."
He's not evil. He's just a sociopath, possibly.
Yeah.
We all.
You got a very good point, Venom.
Dewey is the best triplet because he makes puns.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, what I mostly remember about that episode is, I mean, obviously they meet Scrooge and Webby is introduced as well in that episode, right?
Yes.
Like pretty much all the main characters are introduced in this episode.
Mm.
I believe so.
Yeah. Excuse me. I don't know what this is referring to, but I just have a note that says Launchpad is an idiot. And it's like that just kind of applies to every episode of the entire show.
Yeah, I mean, he probably did something specific and you just typed that, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just making notes quickly. I do want to note that Webby goes in a vent at some point in the episodes, and that's kind of sus if you ask me.
I think Webby's the imposter.
Yeah.
I think Webby's the Sith Lord.
A Sith Lord? Well, to be honest, I think if anybody is a Sith Lord, it's definitely Louis.
Of course. You're a Louis simp.
I have to say, Louis is probably one of my favorites in the show.
Thank you.
I don't know. I was never really a fan of him. I don't know. Like, I don't really like his, dismissive attitude and just, whatever. But that's just me.
Yeah, understandable.
I'm a crab.
Yeah, you're a crab, and you like people who are freeloaders because you're a crab.
Yeah,
I have to say that before we go forward, the acting talent, the voice acting talent that they got for this show is incredible. They have David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck. That's a great casting.
Definitely. And then Bobby Moynihan as Louis, and then I forget the names of the other guys for the other two.
Ben Schwartz, Dewey, I believe.
Sounds about right.
And then Danny Huey.
And Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz is Dewey, and Huey is Danny Putty.
That's
right.
Yes, right.
Putty, yeah.
You mean to tell me the triplets aren't all voiced by the same person?
No.
This ain't
No,
the
it's
original.
yeah, it's 3 different guys.
Huh, that's interesting.
Actually,
Yeah, you may. Oh,
the
sorry. What?
person who voices Dewey is the same person who voices Sonic in the new Sonic movie.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Every time I hear Sonic, I just hear Dewey instead.
Huh.
Oh my god, I can hear it now.
Wait.
You mean,
Which
you mean, you mean,
which
you
duck?
mean?
Dewey,
Oh.
the blue
damn
one.
it.
They're both blue.
Oh my god.
I love that's even a reference. Scrooge will just keep going like Huey, Louie, the blue one, because he can't fucking remember. Uh, but yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna. So you by Sonic, you mean like the new movie?
Yeah, the new
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, because
Oh
Roger Craig Smith voiced him in like a lot of the games.
my god, I'm gonna have to rewatch that now, and I'm just gonna be like, it's fucking Dewey.
Yeah. Also, a Batman Arkham Origins. I know you've been rewatching my Let's Play. Roger Craig Smith is the voice of Batman in that. So
And he,
yes, Batman
Louis.
and Sonic have the same voice actor.
Oh,
Like I'm talking like Sonic from the games, not the new movies.
oh, interesting.
But
It's,
yeah.
it's damn. It's just like I can't. That doesn't like sound like the same person, but he's like doing a completely different voice. One's like this more energetic voice, and then another just Batman.
Yeah, just
No,
like a younger pissed off Batman.
yeah, I
Looks
find
like
it really irresponsible of Scrooge to just keep random dangerous artifacts in the fucking garage. Like that I forget what it was called, that gong that if you hit it 3 times it unleashes that at least I
No,
think it unleashes the dragon that eats gold. Like I think I would want that like locked in a fucking secure chest or something.
yeah, well, the thing is, like, he wasn't like before this episode. It was just him, and then I think Mrs. Beakley, and then Launchpad. That's it.
and
Yeah,
Webby.
but still,
Oh yeah,
somebody
Webby. Yeah,
somebody fucking broke in and just fucking accidentally went in there.
Some pizza delivery guy accidentally hits it 3 times.
But yeah, that's all I get to say about the first episode.
So yeah, I have the IMDb page open here. So looks like the second one is Day Trip of Doom. Oh, this is okay. Funzo's Fun Zone.
You skipped an episode.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Episode 2 is Escape 2 from Atlantis. Episode 3 is Day Trip of Doom.
All right, then IMDb is fucked up.
Oh,
Right.
because when it first aired, it was just Woo Part 1 and Part 2, but then when it went to Disney Plus, they changed it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
Whatever. I'm going to Wikipedia because fuck IMDb in this case.
No, Wikipedia says the same thing.
Oh.
That's weird. But whatever.
Yeah. Moving on.
Part
As
2.
far as the Atlantis one, I love the I think it was like quite at the beginning. I forget if it was either Webby asking it or probably one of the triplets asking Launchpad. But have you ever piloted a sub before and he just responds, "I sunk a helicopter in a wave pool once." He's such a fucking idiot. I love it.
And I love
Like,
how like Launchpad is basically like how I drive or fly things in video games, like specifically GTA Online.
oh yes.
Yes, indeed. Very true.
Where you learn how to drive.
That reminds me, there's that video I wanted to do where it's like at least 2 or 3 people get on. One person is effectively blind by like shutting their TV off or something, and has to be the driver, while the other 2 people have to like competitively like direct that person across the map. You see the chaos that unfolds.
Oh man.
I want to do that soon. But anyway,
But yeah, so that was you said so this was what you were just talking about with Atlantis. That's like essentially part 2 of the pilot episode.
Correct. Yes.
Interesting.
I actually remember when it first aired, they aired like the pilot episode like all day. Like that was the only thing I was playing.
Damn.
They must have been hyping the hell out of that show.
They really were.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't remember that though. What the fuck? Let's see. I'm reading it. I don't remember that. That's interesting. Then again, that was probably maybe a year ago I watched it, let's say.
Your memory's bad. Yeah, Webby's horrible at lying. There's the whole bit she's like, I think, yeah, it was I want to say it was Louise trying to like help her. She's trying to like call what is it? Beakley, isn't that the
her
like
her grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
She's trying to
Beakley.
call her and be like, "Oh, I'm at a sleepover or something," and she just like practically says like, "Oh, I'm definitely not on a submarine on a top secret mission." And it's just like Dewey's just like no, Louis is just face palming. I'm pretty sure it was Louis.
That was Louis.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so do we want to move on to the next episode or?
Oh, sure.
Sure, yeah.
I just want to say one thing. I do love at the end, Glomgold ends up with the cursed crystal and just gets taken by a hentai monster.
I believe that was my favorite part of the episode.
What?
What? Process?
I said I believe that was my favorite part of the episode.
Glomgold just gets an ass full of tentacles.
Yes. Just like my 19th birthday.
Oh.
Wow.
That's a story for another day. Never going to the aquarium again because I'm banned. Anyways,
Damn.
no,
I wasn't there.
I like the introduction of Glomgold. That is in the second episode, right, where they introduce Glomgold?
I believe so.
It's so.
No. He appears at the end of the first episode because he's like he just pops up like he's the one that Donald went to for a job interview. But yeah, it's like all of like 5 seconds or something. But his like first like actual major appearance was in the second episode.
Okay. Yeah, I like that character. Does anyone know if Glomgold's in the original DuckTales show?
Yes.
He is. I haven't watched it, but he is.
Yeah.
How many of the characters from this series are in the original?
I think most
a few of them got
honestly.
reworked. A few of them got reworked, like mainly Mrs. Beakley. I don't think she was a secret agent in the original. I think she was just like a generic grandmother. I could be mistaken.
Unfortunate.
And also, Mark Beeks was also not in the original.
Yeah, probably because Elon Musk didn't exist yet.
I guess, yeah, that's a good point.
I fucking hate Mark Beeks.
I mean,
don't worry, we'll get to him later.
I was gonna say, I think, we'll get to him later, but I think he's like, especially later on, it's like you're supposed to hate him, like he's supposed to be just insufferable.
Pretty much. I just kind of hated him right away.
Yeah.
Guess I was ahead of the curve. Anyway, the episode 3, Day Trip of Doom. I love the opening with Tactical Webby.
Yeah.
They're like playing like Nerf basically, and one of them's like, the foyer is a safe zone, and she just, this is no foyer, this is a tomb. I fucking love it. She's a fucking crazy bitch.
Yeah.
She nearly decapitates Huey with a hacky sack somehow.
Like, they're almost killing each other. Just what I did back in my day.
Yeah, kids these days, they've gone soft. Back in my day, we nearly decapitated each other while playing whatever the fuck they were playing.
Lawn darts.
Marbles.
Jeez. You got a problem if you're getting decapitated while playing marbles.
Yeah, so this is, according to Wikipedia here, Funzo's Fun Zone. This is the first episode we see that, and it's basically just an arcade.
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, and then the Beagle Boys come in and fuck shit up.
Yeah.
The Beagle Boys.
Fucking dumbasses.
I don't know how they've gone as far as they did.
Without spoiling the people who are watching and don't know about the DuckTales 2017 reboot shit, the episode where Ma Beagle's birthday happens, what is that, season 1 or season 2?
Season 1.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. Isn't that the episode we're talking about, or?
No, that's down. That's two.
Oh wait, no. I just saw. Like, I'm looking at my list. It says episode 6, Beagle Birthday
Yeah.
Massacre. Okay.
Beagle Birthday. Oh, it's literally the title.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kill all the beagles.
Okay, yeah, I remember now because because of who's introduced. I remember now.
Can we just jump around episodes, or are we just going one by one?
I think for now we're just gonna do one episode at a time and then just take it from there.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, Day Trip of Doom. I don't know. Not much happens. I don't think.
Yeah.
I believe Della Webby goes full Call of Duty on the Beagles. And,
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
yeah, at the end.
Fucking glorious shit. At some point, there's a brick thrown through a window with a ransom note. It's written by the kids. I do want to know,
Mysterio was
Ma.
right.
Yeah. Ma Beagle didn't catch it, so I'm assuming that means she's not a good lawyer.
I was thinking. I was just. I don't know if you heard me say it. I just like on the brick it says Mysterio was right.
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh,
That's it.
Serial
Yeah.
Farmer.
yeah. The Impossible Summit of Mount Everest.
Fucking ice fever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember specifically, I believe it's when 6 Foot was watching it. He got to that episode, and then he just kept posting about that time where Launchpad just walked into a sauna with some naked dude in it, or half naked dude. He just kept posting about it. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, like there was a naked pig or something.
Yeah.
And Launchpad was. I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. Any moment with him, supposedly suffering from ice fever was golden.
It was. Launchpad, that entire episode was probably the highlight for me. Not like it was a bad episode, but Launchpad is just fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a well-meaning dumbass.
Yeah.
I think also like, a part of the episode where like they're about to go up, and then Scrooge is like, "Yeah, there's no gold up there," and Louie's like, "What?" And he just sits down. It's like, "All right, you guys have fun. I'll just lay down here."
Yeah. Fucking shitter. Yeah, there's a whole thing with the. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. So, if there's Mount Everest, I wonder if that means like, is there such thing as Mount Everest in the DuckTales universe, or is it just replaced by Mount Everest?
I think it's replaced.
Yeah.
Licensing issues.
Yeah, fucking Mount Everest is copyrighted.
Yes.
It's too much for Disney, even for Disney. Sure.
Next episode is the Great Dime Chase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's Oh, of course, Louis loses Scrooge's number one dime. Okay, and this episode introduces Gyro Gearloose, who is a fucking asshole.
Uh, Fun fact: he is voiced by Jim Rash, and Danny Putty, the voice of Huey, and Jim Rash starred in a show together, Community. If you guys have seen that.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but I know the show.
Oh yeah, it's so basically it was kind of like a reunion almost for them.
Nice. So is this? I guess this is the episode where like Louis goes into the vault, like where all Scrooge's money, like where all of his money is, and he just fucking loses his number one dime, and he has to find it.
Not exactly. It's like on display out in the lobby or something, and Louis just like grabs it, uses it to buy a can of pep, and then he walks in on a board meeting, and Scrooge is like ranting about his number one dime, and then he's just like, "Oh, what have I done?" He goes on a whole fucking chase to get the thing back, only to discover at the end it was a fake.
Yeah, that's the episode summed up pretty much. Like Louis supposedly learns a lesson at the end. I don't know what it is.
With great power, there must also come great responsibility.
He just fucking drops dead after that. Fucking Scrooge just dies. And then Louis variants from the other universes, like from the 87 cartoon comes in, and another Louis comes in, and it's just fucking... They're like trying to cheer him up.
Louis from the Mickey Shorts shows up.
Into the Louis verse.
I'd watch it. Also, in this episode, Dewey and Della discover a clue about where whatever happened to Della.
Because that's been kind of on the back burner so far, right?
Yeah. The clue being the spear of Selene, but they don't know what it's supposed to be yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what Venom was trying to talk about, at least I think it was Venom earlier. Yeah, the Beagle Birthday Massacre is the next episode.
Yeah, that one is really interesting because it's a direct parody of a movie called Warriors.
Oh, I've heard of it. My dad loves that movie, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, is that the one? I haven't seen it, but like, there's like a scene like one guy's like got like 3 or 4 bottles on his hand. He's clacking them together.
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the one. And also, you can see direct references throughout the gang looting, the running, and then the radio announcement of Beagle speaking into the microphone with the silhouette it's like direct reference to the Warriors movie, and it's great. It's a really funny episode too.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either, but it's a very, very popular movie, or at least for its time.
But this episode introduces Lena,
who is a really interesting character. Like she might be one of my favorites in the whole show.
Understandable.
Yeah, she seems to be a little rebellious, and she ends up getting Webby to help piss off the Beagles by shoving a cake into Ma Beagle's face. And they end up kidnapped.
Oh yeah, this was like the episode where they meet. Obviously they meet, and like I don't know if they become friends right away. I mean, I think they kind of do, but
I believe they do.
Like, it doesn't happen right away. Like, it takes the whole episode for them to actually become friends.
I think, like, for Lena, it took the whole episode. It took Webby, 5 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much.
Another duck? We must be friends.
Yes.
But, yeah.
By the end of the episode, it's revealed that Lena is working with Magica somehow.
Dun dun dun.
Dun,
dun. And Magica Dispel, that's what is that, like her crazy aunt or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess So like, did Magica like create Lena, or because I forget if they like actually explained it or not.
We'll get to that. That's like something that pops up in one of the last few episodes.
All right.
Cloning. Secrets only the Sith knew.
Yes.
But yeah, on to the next one.
The House of the Lucky Gander. I fucking love the whole Launchpad subplot that like literally takes up maybe 15 seconds of the whole episode. This his weird subplot with his girlfriend and like wherever they went. I think they went to like some parody of Tokyo or something. Forget what they call it. At least I think they did.
I believe so.
But yeah, it's just something like he start at the beginning. He's just like as Scrooge, like I got to go deal with something, and then I forget the name, but he's just like, I'm coming for you. Like I don't know what her name was, and then you don't see him for the whole episode. But at the end, when he comes back, he's in like some samurai armor, so it's full of arrows, and he's just like, I forget. I should have written down what the fuck he said.
I
But
think
it
it's
was
like
funny.
until we meet again or something like that.
Yeah, it's like, damn, what the fuck is going on here?
Wait, so Launchpad has a girlfriend in Japan somewhere? Was that the subplot?
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
We need a spin-off show just based on that one event.
Or like a mini series.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck did this happen? Yeah, forget the Kenobi show. We want a Launchpad prequel story.
Yeah, we got to
Darkwing Duck show.
Give it 6 episodes, maybe 30 minutes each, and just title it like Launchpad, Getting Dangerous.
Now that'll be like eventually they'll make another Launchpad miniseries. That'll be like a sequel to the Ducktales show.
They honestly should. I would love that shit. Just a show with Launchpad would be fucking amazing.
I think they did that with the original DuckTales, like obviously the original DuckTales, and then like in 1991 they did like a Launchpad and Darkwing Duck spinoff. I think it was supposed to be a spinoff of it. I'm not really sure.
I'm pretty sure that was just Darkwing Duck.
Or was it?
He's like supposed to be the sidekick of Darkwing Duck,
Yeah.
Which I find it really weird because like I don't think it's in the first season, but in the second season or something, he's watching Darkwing Duck and he's a huge fan of it. I'm like, so you're a fan of the show that you were in another universe? Strange. But anyway, back to the episode at hand.
This is Gladstone Gander, which is like Donald's lucky brother, I think. I'm not
something like that.
No, cousin.
Yeah, he just fucking finds $20 fucking constantly. It's a fucking bitch.
Hey, another $20.
Oh, a prostitute.
Oh no!
God, now you have to edit that.
We're not editing. No, we're not editing that out. That's fine. That's not even half of the shit 6 foot says that I have to cut out.
Mickey Mouse is gonna come for you just for that joke.
I don't know. Oh well. Let's see. Everyone like goes insane at the hotel casino. I don't.
There was like some evil spirit there or something.
Yeah.
That was during the luck from Gladstone, and they have to compete to free Gladstone.
Yeah, it's from a luck vampire, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
And at the end, they give Donald to the vampire, and then the vampire gets drained because Donald is so unlucky.
Yeah, like
it just fucking dies right there. I love that shit.
Yeah, sent like fucking Doctor Strange should have just went to Donald Duck, like, you deal with Dormammu.
Yeah.
Basically.
All right, let's see. The next one is episode 8, Infernal Internship of Mark Beeks. Mark Beeks is just fucking cringe.
Yeah, like Mark first minute, I just fucking hated him right away, like you said, Heroicus.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the episode is when his phone falls off the building and he just jumps off it. And then as he's jumping off, he's like texting, what was it? YOLO, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. To like,
that that's what we call natural selection.
What's really interesting about that episode is the mercenary guy that the eagle guy with the suit. He voices so many people in Metal Gear Walker.
Oh,
uh,
was it?
Robin,
I keep interrupting you. Sorry.
Robin Atkins Downs is
Yeah.
his name. He voices the medic in Team Fortress 2 also.
Really?
Yep.
He voiced the medic in that? Jeez.
Yeah.
That sounds nothing like him.
Yeah.
Probably because in that he doesn't have his English accent.
Yeah, he's pretty good at actual voice acting, which is pretty cool. It's hard to tell unless he's doing something similar to his regular voice, which he's doing with the character from DuckTales.
That's like, I know he's done some stuff in Star Wars too. Like Sham Syndulla, I think, is his most famous Star Wars role at this point.
How
far into the Clone Wars are you, Venom?
Not super far.
Oh, he makes his first appearance like towards the end of season 1, so you'll see him pretty soon.
How much do you do?
Oh, well, in that case, you already met him, and you just don't remember.
Oh, is he the guy that
The Twi'lek freedom fighter.
Oh, he's the Twi'lek freedom fighter? Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
But yeah. Anyway.
Also love the subplot with Glomgold and Scrooge, where they're just trying to figure a way to beat Mark Beeks.
Yeah.
And
So, go ahead.
Okay, and then Glomgold's like elaborate scheme is just to like get him on a cruise and have that cruise have a pool full of sharks, and that cruise is also gonna fall into a volcano at the same time.
and then he's also just gonna kick Scrooge in as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't even try to hide it, really.
Yeah, and then at the end, like, he still invites Mark Speaks to it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that episode was, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Very fun.
The next one. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mark Beeks needs his ass kicked. That's all I gotta say.
Why don't
Yeah,
you?
as he should.
Do that? Why don't you do
Amen
that?
to that.
I'll peck him
Alright.
in his corkscrew cock.
Alright, the next one was definitely a much better one. Episode 9, The Living Mummies of Tothra.
Burrito.
Yeah, that's the one where they go into that Egyptian pyramid and there's like the civilization of people that have never seen sunlight or something.
Yeah. And the burrito, the whole burrito part of that, where Launchpad is teaching them how to fold a burrito. It's hilarious.
Fucking, yeah, good shit. I do also love the bit, like Louie and Webby got separated from the others and they ended up in the Pharaoh's chamber and Louie just finds like a jar and he's like, ooh, what's in here? And he looks in it and it's just fucking decomposing kidneys.
Oh,
yeah. He's like, ugh.
But yeah, it was funny how they literally just defeat Tothra at the end by wrapping him in a burrito and shoving him across the seal. It's fucking great. Then they all go get burritos, which Launchpad just puts on Scrooge's bill.
that seems to be a running gag in the show. It's like, put it on Scrooge's bill.
You got this, Mr. McD.
Okay, that was a decent impression.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Thank you. Alright, episode 10, Terror of the Terraformians. Too many
So
fucking.
wait, what the fuck? Terrafermians. What were they?
Those like
That's
They,
the
rock
episode where
creatures.
they go underground in that train and they come across those like round ballish creatures, and then
Oh,
Launchpad thinks he's that a mole creature or something.
yeah, that's the fucking again. Launchpad fucking stole the show in that one, just believing he's a fucking mole monster because they all watched like a movie at the beginning about the Terraformians. He's just like, oh no, we're all mole monsters. You could be a mole monster. I could be a mole monster. It's fucking great.
And then at the end, he's just like, "You're not a mole monster," and he's like, "Woo!"
But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's that much to say about it. That's pretty much the whole episode.
yeah. Is this the introduction of the Junior Woodchuck guidebook, or did that come
Uh,
up earlier in the series?
I forget, but it like had a big presence in this one because yeah, Huey's just spending the whole episode like if if it's not in the records, it does not exist.
Possible. Perhaps the archives are incomplete.
Yeah, that's pretty much why we the whole episode too.
So I believe Lena, like Miss Bakley, doesn't trust Lena for some reason. I forgot what. I think she's just sus, I guess, or something.
Well,
Yeah,
I think it's because Lena led Webby down to the subway.
Yeah,
yeah, and then they all got separated for a bit. So
and then I guess Miss Beakley was. I guess Miss Beakley was perhaps correct.
Yeah, and
yeah,
this is really when Lena becomes kind of like part of the group because of saving Beakley.
Yeah, I think Magica becomes more prominent.
Yeah, like she starts to
yeah. I think
establish herself more as like the main villain of the season,
mm,
or I should say the big bad at the end of it.
Yeah, the build up of her being the antagonist of season one. Also, I have to say, I think it's the Spell's voice actress. I love her voice. It's so good. It's so dramatic and like British.
I
Um,
agree.
So,
Alrighty, so next
so
episode,
this
Mick
next one is like a McDonald's endorsement.
McMystery at McDuck Manor.
McManor.
But bum bum bum.
If only it was the McManor, that would have been great.
McNuggets at the McManor.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of McNuggets, this is completely unrelated to DuckTales, but I do have to remind you guys that let's see, today's as we're recording, it's the 29th. In 2 days, Szechuan sauce comes back at McDonald's for a few
Hell
days
yeah.
only.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I got out of work in there.
Yeah. I mean, at least this time they got it like you can only get it through the app. So I wonder, yeah, if people aren't going to pay attention to that, you're going to have another fucking riot because people are going to go in and ask for it and be like, "Oh, you can only get it through the app," and then you're just going to have fucking
Like a bunch of people are gonna be standing off to the side, like trying to download the app and make an account.
I swear to God, that's just a thing people here in Florida in general. We have signs, pick up orders right over here. They still come to the concession line and say, "Can I pick up my order?" No, you idiots. Read the signs.
We should have you on, like, we're gonna have like a somewhat recurring series of like, what are we calling it now? Like not dumb customers, but like dumb work experiences.
yeah, that's the new
We
name.
we got to have you on one of those maybe at some point.
I've had some stories to tell.
Oh, you said add you. I thought you said add Elon. I'm like, what the fuck you want Elon Musk in on this
Elon
for?
Musk.
Let's get Elon Musk on the show.
Elon
Get
Musk.
us a few million watchers or
Yeah.
listeners.
Yeah, maybe a few $billion as well. I'd appreciate that.
Nah, he probably just starts smoking weed on here.
Mm.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
But anyway,
Anyways, yeah.
yeah, back to the episode. It's an attempted surprise party because it's Scrooge's birthday, but as Scrooge disappears, it becomes a whodunit. thanks to Huey, I believe.
Ducktales Among Us.
Did it become
Yeah.
like? Was it kind of like a parody of Clue, like the movie Clue, or was it just like a generic whodunit thing?
Yeah.
This is the introduction of Duckworth.
Huh?
The
Oh, Duckworth, the butler.
Yeah. Because it's an all elaborate prank.
where Scrooge McDuck psychologically tortures the triplets, basically.
Basically.
And I'm looking at the Wikipedia page, and something I didn't remember until just now seeing it. It's like, for whatever reason, it's like Ma Beagle, Mark Beeks and Glomgold, and Black Arts Beagle. I don't know who that is.
This is one
Is
of the
it?
Beagle Boys who
Oh,
practices magic for some fucking reason.
yeah. So it's like they're all at this party for some reason.
I believe it's because Huey told Louis to get like a bunch of invites in like an hour, and Louis like, "Give me 1 hour. These are the only people I know."
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
guess they needed a reason for them to be in this episode, and they thought it would be funny.
yeah,
Mm.
and then Dewey's just stuck in like a helmet the entire time.
Oh yeah, like the Daft Punk helmet.
Yeah, DJ Daft Duck.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Actually, I remember they did like a convention, like a reading of the script, and they had like Ben Schwartz just doing the noises of the helmet too.
Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't
Oh,
seen that, but
really?
I can imagine it.
Yeah,
Interesting. All right. We're slowly approaching the halfway point here.
I mean, we're making okay time so far.
Yeah. It's like another episode or two. We're halfway through the episodes. Episode 12, Missing Links of Morsher. It's interdimensional golf. And there's two MLP characters trying to drown everybody. I hated those two just because, yeah, fucking MLP sucks. Pisses me off.
Wait.
yeah. I think it was Huey and Launchpad off to the side, just commentating on everything.
Oh, yeah, that was the good shit.
And Louis just helping Glom go just for the money.
Yep. I think there's several points where he's like about to fucking die or something, fall off, and Louis is just like, no, pay me first before I help you.
See what I mean? He's a sociopath.
Yeah. Alrighty. Episode
Yeah, so
13. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the next one is like a very important one.
Yeah. Spear of Selene.
Which was mentioned earlier. Like, we got a clue with that. Like, what did you say? Like episode 6 or something? Like,
Yeah, something
or
like that.
somewhere around there, where it's like, we're first told, look for the Spear of Selene, but they don't know what it is yet. So here we
Yeah, it's
get
because
a better idea.
It's because Della left a note like, I'm sorry, Scrooge, I took the Spear of Selene. And they're just like, okay, well, what's this thing? So they just happen to end up landing on Ithaquack, which is a parody of like,
Ithaca, I think.
yeah, and like there's parodies of Zeus and Hercules. Zeus is still called Zeus, but Hercules is Storcules, and he loves Donald Duck because he's his best friend.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just imagining, like, is there like a DuckTales version of Kratos somewhere? I doubt it.
that would be interesting.
Duck of War.
Duck. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I think Zeus like has a personal hatred for Scrooge, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Seems like
Scrooge killed the fucking party.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I think I mean, seems like half the world hates Scrooge in this universe.
Yeah, the thing is, what happens, like, Scrooge was such the life of the party that Zeus takes everyone away out of jealousy.
Sounds about right.
And he still blames Scrooge for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're a salty bitch.
Scrooge, just like Iron Man, he just keeps making his own villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even after, like for Iron Man, like even after he's dead, he's still having villains that are like still pissed off at him.
I hate Tony
Yeah.
Stark, but he's dead, so I'll do you next.
Yeah.
Like Far From Home was like Mysterio.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, back to DuckTales.
As far as the main group, they go off and like they're going through competition by Zeus. Let me see. What was it about? Oh, it's just literally so he'll let them go. So like Zeus wins, he releases them and whatever. Excuse me. Dewey and Webby, they go to the Garden of Selene and to try to find out like what is the sphere of Selene, but Selene is just like, do you mean the sphere of Selene, or do you mean the sword of Selene? It's like she has no clue what it is, so it just turns up to be a dead end for now.
Like a red herring or something. Like
Yeah. Moving on.
This next episode, in my opinion, was a bit of a throwaway episode. I think.
Yeah. Kind of sucks. Day of the Only Child. It's all three of the triplets pretend they are an only child. It's their official holiday for some fucking reason.
And it's the main thing I remember from that one is I think it's the introduction of Dewey's like, if you want to call it a talk show.
Dewey tonight.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
I think it's, I don't know. I had to skip parts of that because I was like, okay, I get it. I don't want. Well, okay, never mind. Not that episode, but there was an episode like much later in the show where it was just like, okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Which episode do you know?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it's in season 2.
We'll have to figure it out at some point.
Yeah, and then Louis goes to Doofus's Drake's party.
Oh, that fucking kid! I fucking hate
I
that
hate
kid.
him. I hate him more than Mark Beeks.
Yeah, because he's just a shithead.
Like he literally is like holding his parents hostage.
Yeah, at least Mark Beeks can be funny sometimes. This kid is just. I just want to.
Like he's downright evil.
Yeah.
Typical rich kid.
Hopefully he's not typical. Holy shit.
Oh my god, probably. I don't know. And I think Huey just hangs out with the Beagle Boys or something. Like
Yeah, he goes off to do Junior Woodchuck stuff, and two Beagle Boys show up there with the intent to kidnap him, but eventually he's just like, hey, let's work as a team, and they're just like, work as a team? What? And they just like, they feel really like happy doing that, so they just fucking abandon their whole plan just to chill with them.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Episode 15, Beware the Buddy System.
And that's buddy like it's supposed to be an acronym.
Yeah. Beware the BUDDY system. There, you happy now?
Well, whatever. I was just making it clear to the audience.
I know. Yeah, Launchpad.
All the what fucking 2 or 3 people that watch this.
Hey, we get up to like 10 views at points. Like not like right away, but yeah. The episode I put up today, which was what was it?
The ruining the wedding or funeral thing.
Oh yeah. It's like I checked on it like an hour after it went up. It already had 4 views. So
Well, one of those was me because I was like to and from work today. I was just listening to it in the car.
nice.
But yeah, anyway, the episode.
Yeah, Launchpad gets his license. even though he's been driving Scrooge around for some time.
So he's been driving without a license this whole time.
Yeah.
I wonder who did the background check on him. Like, who, like, approved
Why
him?
does he even have the job?
Yeah.
Like,
The
obviously,
job, yeah.
obviously the explanation, like, in our world is just, he's comic relief and shit, but it's like, in universe, like, is he fucking related or something, or does Scrooge owe a favor to somebody? And just like,
Was he like a what's the word I'm looking for? Not diversity hire, but like something.
Well, the thing is it's explained in the episode where Mark Beast creates that self-driving car and Launchpad feels threatened that Scrooge does not want to fire Launchpad because Launchpad has the same taste of adventure Scrooge has.
True.
Oh, wait, that is the episode with the license.
Yeah.
Oh, it is this episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. It felt like it was later in the series for some reason.
Yeah. I just think Launchpad just fine with getting paid less, and Scrooge just pays him less.
Yeah, that's it, like at this point, it's probably the only job that Launchpad would be able to hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very true.
Oh, and then I think this is the part where Fenton, aka
Oh yeah, his introduction to the show. Yeah,
voiced by Lin-Manuel Miranda himself, which cost 2 times the budget of the show, most likely.
I mean, well, especially now after how well Encanto did.
This was in
What is he-
2018.
I'm saying like
Yeah, no. So this is like
if they were to get him now, it would be a lot it would cost a lot more to get him on this than it would have in like 2017 or whatever.
I still haven't watched Encanto, so who does he voice?
he doesn't voice anybody. He just does music.
Yeah,
Oh,
he wrote all the music pretty much for the movie.
Oh, so he doesn't actually voice somebody. Okay.
Interesting. The thing is would be a big budget voice actor anyways, because this is like 2 years after Hamilton.
Yeah, animation really takes a while, so like it's possible it could have been 2016 when he actually voiced this.
Sounds about right, because 2017 obviously it
When it
premiered.
aired.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to say like 2016 probably.
Possibly.
Huh?
Possibly.
How?
Possibly.
Possibly. Recently.
But he is not. He's only the second best guest voice actor in the show. We'll get to the first one later.
Later in this episode, or
and in the season. This season.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I know who
Yeah.
it is. But we'll save that.
Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
I guess on to the next one.
No, not just yet.
So yeah, Mark Beeks wants to do like the self-driving cars and launch pads, worrying about getting replaced.
Yeah,
obviously.
Go ahead.
I guess it. Yeah, I guess this is also like Gizmo Duck's introduction episode, and he's supposed to like save the day from the self-driving cars because they malfunction or whatever.
Yeah, it turns out that Mark Beeks didn't invent a self-driving car. Like, it's a robot that drives the car for you. It's actually just Gearloose's little bulb, like reprogrammed or something.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I think Fenton put it on like a webpage for ideas.
Yeah, he like crowdsourced something and just like released the entire schematics, and then Mark Beeks just like rebuilt it from there, or had someone rebuild it. So he doesn't do shit.
He doesn't come up with any of his own ideas.
That's like Elon Musk. What? Anyways, yeah. So basically, what I love the reoccurring theme of Gearloose's stuff is everything turns evil.
Basically.
No, they're not evil. They're just misunderstood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Next episode. Episode 16, The Golden Lagoon of White Agony Plains. It's a fucking mouthful.
And this is Goldie O'Gilt's fucking introduction.
Yeah, and it's
Which
revealed Scrooge is incredibly fucking old. He's gotta be like several hundred years old.
how does that work? Because it's like everyone else in the show seems to age normally except for Scrooge and Goldie, apparently.
He got
No.
cursed, I
Yeah.
believe.
Some magic shit. It turns out, like, way in, like, cowboy days, when they were, him and Goldie were looking for something, they got frozen somehow for 5 years with two halves of a map. Goldie's the one that thawed first. I forget how. It was 5 years. And then Scrooge, like, came out later, and then they have not met each other again until this episode, which is, present day. And they go back to look for this thing while Gold's after them. So he's trying to get it. And it turns out that Goldie is, like, working for Glomgold as well.
Yes, the thing is, honestly, from what I've seen so far, I'm like almost done with the show, but I love the episodes where it's Scrooge and Goldie. Their chemistry is great. It's hilarious. And I think Goldie's a good character. One of my favorites is Goldie.
She's definitely a cougar.
Ironic.
I'm not going to glorify that with a response.
Suspicious.
You just did. Thank you. Anyway, it's revealed at the beginning, like, she has this amulet that protects her from, like, it's effectively fire resistance. She ends up falling into, like, molten gold at some point and survives because of said amulet. Despite being encased completely in gold and having no oxygen, she survives anyways. Because magic's bullshit in this world. Yeah, plot armor. She needs to reappear at some point. Let's see. Yeah, she ends up. I think she ends up with the treasure. She, rides off and just leaves Scrooge and Glomgold back to just. Yeah, they're just fucked. Episode 17, Jaws, but the S is a $.
Dude, this episode, I remember, I laughed my fucking ass off at the. We'll get to it in a minute.
Yeah.
And I sent you and Wayfez, I sent it to you if you remember. It was me just fucking reacting to that.
Yeah, I remember now.
I did it for a video that you were gonna make, but I don't know if it made it or not.
No, I didn't end up using it, but I believe you still have that clip up. It's privated. I can probably just put that in this episode, honestly.
If either if you can find it or I'll see if I still have it somewhere on my computer. Anyway, yeah.
I really did love this one.
It was a great one. And it was
I just love the play on Jaws.
It's as I said, it's Jaws with a $. Lena unleashes a magic money shark into the money bin.
Yeah, it swallows everyone.
A fucking money shark of all things. It's like they wanted to do a parody of the movie Jaws.
And then I have the Launchpad's just big ideas. Just bring the entire boat and just put it into the money.
Put Donald's boat in there, or was that the thing?
That was Donald's.
He's got it on a helicopter. They fly it over. They drop the boat down, and then they all descend, and then Launchpad descends too, and then they just look at Launchpad, and then he looks up at the helicopter, and then the helicopter just fucking crashes. It took a few seconds to realize it was not being piloted. But yeah, beforehand, because we skipped this, this is what the clip relates to, is the boys split off. They go to the money bin, not knowing the shark is there. and there's a whole bit where they're about to dive off. Dewey dives down and literally just gets eaten by the shark, which
Like
kicks
the shark
him
just
off.
the shark just jumps out of the water and fucking eats him and like catches him and eats him in midair.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
they get the helicopter and shit. But anyway, if I found the thing, here's the clip.
Oh shit. Fucking money shark. Oh god. Where'd they get the fucking bathing suits from?
Duck, representing the proud country of Dudonia. When asked if he was concerned about the possibility of injuring himself on the cold hard cash below, he simply replied, "Nerp." We hold now for his national anthem.
Oh, Dudonia, land of the few.
Oh my god, where'd the fucking musical kill?
Dewey Duck makes his approach. Word has it, he's got a new move. The triple corkscrew.
Oh my god, fuck yourselves. They run fucking fast.
Okay, it's been 20 minutes. Let me show you how it's done. Truth.
There you go. Yeah, I have to say, definitely the best two parts of that episode was Launchpad just looking at the helicopter as it crashed, and then later, once they stop the shark, it's like it's literally like, it's like an amulet or something that Lena dropped down there, and it like builds its form with gold. So once they stop it, like there's just a shit ton of gold all over the fucking streets, and
it's like all the townspeople are just like, you know, trying to collect as many coins as they can or something.
Yeah. And there's a news lady that comes up, and she's got like Scrooge on camera, so he just has no choice but to let everybody take his money, which again is like literally not even, it's nothing out of his wealth really. But he's still just sitting there like, my money.
My money.
The next one was definitely a real interesting one. From the confidential case files of Agent 22.
So this is a prequel episode.
Yeah, sort of. It takes place in present day, and it also flashes back to different shit. So Beakley gets captured at the beginning, and then there's flashbacks, like I said, back and forth. Scrooge and Webby end up going to Silent to get her back. The fucking traps on this island. There's a guard that's a bubble. Webby thinks it's fucking adorable at first, but Scrooge is like, no, this thing's fucking deadly. I forget exactly what it was. I think it if it touches you, it just shocks you or something.
Yeah.
So Scrooge just inserts his it's a fucking 007 type cane, and he just fills it with some gas, and it just floats up, which is weird because it's that's what happens in the flashback. So I'm just did it just fall back down after directly right back onto the island, hat intact because it wears a hat.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And then there's the fucking villain. Shit, I forgot to write the villain name. Wait, Fez.
It's fucking what the fuck's? Oh, Black Heron.
Black Heron, yeah. She's trying to reinvent bounce formula.
Jeez.
Damn, that got me. Oh, it's just so fucking dumb.
Yeah, forget
Viagra.
Works. Just shoot it at your cock.
Down, boing, boing, boing.
Boing, boing. Bounces all across the vaginal walls.
You're just trying to piss, it just starts bouncing off the toilet seat.
You're trying to piss and it's just going all over the place.
Yeah, this too. It's like
Fuckers are gonna kill me. Oh.
The guy next to you was like, "You good, man?" And then he just splashed.
Oh, my face hurts. Oh,
oh my god.
Oh man. God damn.
But yeah.
That was a good one.
But yeah.
God.
Webby ends up using some of the bounce formula to fight Heron. She ends up saving some, which I forget if it was reused like later in the season or just gets saved for way later. Because I didn't write anything. I didn't write anything down. Next episode 19, Sky Pirates in the Sky.
I didn't like this episode. I don't like Don Carnage.
My least favorite
Yeah.
episode.
It's just kind of, yeah.
But yeah, Don Carnage. What is it, like musical pirates in the air or something?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Like that, I mean, that first bit was okay. And then, like, the rest of it, like, I mean, there's a nice little message because, like, Dewey, like, splits off from the family because he's just, like, feels like no one's paying attention to him or whatever, or gives a shit. But it's resolved in the end. But yeah, it's just like, And literally, in my notes here, the only note I have for this episode is just Don Carnage. And that's it. Like, there's nothing really of import in this episode.
Don Courage.
Alright, episode 20. That means we only got 5 more to go. The Secrets of Castle McDuck. So, Scrooge's parents are cursed as well. So they're like never aging or anything. They can't die either, I don't think. Webby just spends the whole episode in a gleeful trance, and she only really like wakes up at the end, and she just like starts spitting out questions about the family. Not realizing they're already leaving. That was the funniest thing in that episode to me.
And I'm again the Wikipedia page. Let's see. So apparently Scrooge in this episode finds out that his number one dime was actually indirectly given to him by his dad.
Yeah.
Like Scrooge thought he earned it, like by his own efforts, basically. But Scrooge's dad, like, I think it was like he convinced somebody to like. It was like he gave this guy a dime and sent him to Scrooge to like do the shoe shining thing.
Yeah.
I think he just
Dude.
gave him the dime.
Just like here's what I wondered: did the guys already have mud covered shoes, or did he like, here's a dime, go stomp in some mud and then go see my son and give this to him for payment?
And he's like, no, I want more. He's like, fine, I'll give you $1.
Maybe that'll be a what if. Ducktales what if.
Yeah, what if the guy just fucking screwed him? Just like, nah, I'm taking this money. Then just nothing happens. The whole show just erased.
Gone.
Scrooge just becomes a fucking, like, I don't know what, evil dictator or a bum or something.
Or maybe the dime is an absolute point in time. It cannot be removed.
Oh.
Yeah, so a bum, you say?
I don't
What?
know. Like,
Venom will understand.
oh. I was gonna say
I believe in this episode, we find out about Della.
Yeah, that's the next thing in the Wikipedia summary. Working together, I'm assuming, I'm not sure who they are. Yeah.
What?
Find an image of the Spear of Selene. So they finally find out that it's a rocket ship. I'm assuming like the pictures of the rocket Spear of Selene.
Yeah. So, episode 21, Who is Gizmo Duck? Fenton ends up saving Mark Beeks like at the beginning, and then he gives him a job, but he like modifies the Gizmo Duck armor so it's like controlled through an app. So he can only save people who request help through an app, and people literally just request like, "Oh, come, make me some eggs or something. Come rub my feet. Come, come pet my cat or some bullshit." It's like nothing useful.
It reminds me of I know you haven't played it yet, but Spider-Man Miles Morales. Like, there's it's
Sorry.
like, huh?
Sorry, I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, Heroicus, you haven't played the game, but it's like, Miles' friend, like, he makes an app, and it's like people like download it and request, like, oh, my cat went missing, or, fucking some bullshit, like some random bullshit, like side missions.
Yeah. It's also kind of like RoboCop in a way, like how like RoboCop can like he kind of goes off and does his own thing, but like he can't. He's limited. Like he can't. He goes to like arrest the guy who like ordered him to be like rebuilt or whatever because he's corrupt or something, and then like there's directives that prevent him from doing so.
Mm.
So kind of a similarity there, probably.
Reminds me of Iron Man 2, when like Hammer just gets the Iron Man suit and just makes it his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 22, The Other Bin. Weirdly, I didn't write any notes for this, but it's still recently fresh in my memory. There's a whole thing. Scrooge decides to like lock the dime away in his other bin, which is just full of magic relics. Which, again, I beg the question: if he has another bin for magic relics, why does he keep some in his garage that are especially dangerous?
Maybe to like the least interest, he's like, it's not too bad.
It's like let me put this murderous unicorn in the bin, but let me keep the gong that unleashes a dragon that eats money. Yeah, that'll be safe in the garage.
But yeah, it's I'm
Hopefully
pretty
there's
sure
not
in this.
hopefully there's not an earthquake or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in this episode, there's some, I guess, what is it, like some haunted room or whatever? Like, I know, like Lena goes in and I
Yeah,
forget how exactly it plays out, but it's like we see Webby as she appears in the original Ducktales as like a stuffed animal or something that gets destroyed.
well, she looks like it, but what I read is in the original show she had a stuffed doll that looked identical to her, so it's actually made to look like the stuffed doll.
Right.
Yeah, and it just seems like she's turned into that, and then she goes to attack Magica and ends up destroying the doll, thus like killing Webby. But then like she wakes up because Webby's just like, "Hey, you walked into this room as a dream catcher or something. It makes you see like the thing you fear most."
Which I guess in that right there we find out she fears losing her friend.
Yeah.
Or, like I think at this point, like Webby's her only friend, so yeah.
And
yeah, I remember this one being a good episode. Like
was
Magica again proving to be the big bad. How easily she can fuck with Lena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure at the end of this episode, she literally just possesses Lena. Up until the final episode.
Oh, yeah, and then there's a subplot. They're tenderfeet. So, like, I guess this universe's version of Bigfoot. It's like they just bring home tenderfeet. Like, I guess somebody Louis just feels bad for him or whatever. Like they think he's just this like scared Bigfoot character, but he's actually like a big fucking con artist.
Yeah, no, I think Hugh and Dewey like feel bad for him. Louis like, yeah, no, he's a con. I can smell a con from my.
Oh, okay, I had it backwards, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And I just love at the end where he like shave his head. He's like, oh no, he's balding. He has to go. Like, go, be free.
Yeah. And then yeah, like right as he's for he's reasonably away from the other boys. He just like leans in close to him and just like, I won. And then he just sends him off. It's nothing he can do without like exposing himself, as like being able to speak. Yeah, that was fucking good. Yeah, next episode was pretty important as well. It ties into the finales, well, the two-part finale. The last crash of the Sun Chaser, which kind of false advertising because it crashes many more times throughout the next two seasons.
Yeah, I'm looking at I was looking at the title for this episode. Like, didn't it like come back later?
Yeah,
because they're making it sound like this is the last time we see it.
yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
But yeah, it's like they like crash like in a weird way. It's like on the top of this like
Some mountain.
yeah, it's a really I'll just put a picture of it. I don't know what to describe it as. So there you go. They crash on that thing and they're trying to like get this little clue that they found. They have the problem of trying to balance the plane just right. And Dewey confronts Scrooge about like, tell me about the spear of Selene. He agrees eventually at the end. I guess I don't know if they. Oh yeah, no, he does tell him like at the end, like, she it was meant to be a surprise birthday gift for her. She found out early. She took off with it. She flew into a cosmic storm and got lost. Scrooge like literally spent like almost his entire fortune trying to rescue her, find her, but never ended up finding her. Turns out she had actually crashed on the moon and had no way of communicating back.
Which I don't think we know that until like a little bit later in the.
Yeah, that's not like revealed till like that's revealed in like the last few seconds of the finale.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
I wasn't gonna say that, but you just did, so whatever.
But yeah, those final like minute or two of the episode is like my favorite. Like this whole episode is my favorite.
Like that was a scene I had to like watch again because I'm like, damn, that was some good shit.
It's like damn, that's some powerful.
Yeah, because what is it like Scrooge like? What was it like? He got like wait, how did it go exactly? Like he just
they basically confront him, and then Dewey starts blaming him.
Like he blames him for what happened to their mom, Della.
Yeah, and then they all start blaming him. And then I think also at one point he says like Webby's like, you don't get to speak, you're not family or something. And then
Shit.
Oh, and she starts bawling, and then Miss Beakley's like, listen here, you fuck. And then I like how it's the symbolism too, because like they're like the plane's on a tilted mountain, and like they're kind of balancing it, but when they all start fighting, it just loses balance, and that's when they all like separate, and yeah,
Scrooge is left literally by himself by the end of the episode.
He literally turns into like the Disney movie. What was it like? Oh my god!
He essentially turns into Luke from The Last Jedi at the end of this episode.
Yeah. No, he literally turns into like regular Scrooge. Like I forgot the normal Scrooge.
Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Scrooge, basically.
Yeah.
Like, just crunching like
Yeah, what 6 Foot said. Yeah, he's just like, it's time for the McDucks to end. Anyways, part 1 of the finale, Shadow War, part 1, The Night of Dispel. Magico just repeatedly tries to poison Scrooge in the guise of Lena. Just completely fucking fails the whole time. And Webby and Lon. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, the whole time, like, Scrooge still doesn't want, like, anybody to, like, come see him or whatever.
I love
Right?
he just I love how the mansion just full of pizza boxes, which is it's just a continuing joke in the series. Whenever somebody's like depressed, it's just a pizza box.
I mean, it works. If you're sad, get a pizza. You will feel better.
Yeah, that is very
Pizza's
Like-
fucking great.
You don't have to cook.
you just
Mhm.
smooth it.
You know, he has pizza in his pocket that he pulls out at one point.
What?
What'd you say?
At one point, Fridge pulls out a pizza from his pocket and starts to.
Emergency pizza. No, leave
Yeah.
the van without it.
It's like Napoleon Dynamite. He just has tater tots in his pocket from lunch, and he's just eating them in the middle of class.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah.
So, yeah, Webby and Launchpad try to host a party to get the boys to come back. And, it works at the end. They all go back, and, well, it's kind of too late.
Like Scrooge, what happens to him? Like he gets like absorbed into something, or
Well, Magica is released from the dime, so she's, trapped inside the number one dime.
and then yeah, she traps Scrooge in the dime, right?
Yeah. Which was, funny enough, was her original plan. But he turned it on her, and then, she flipped it back.
Mm.
And then it's continued into the second part of the finale, Shadow War Part 2, Day of the Ducks.
And here we have, literally in the first couple minutes of the episode, we have, I think we were talking about this earlier, the greatest voice cameo of the season.
Yes.
Don Cheadle as Donald.
yeah.
Oh, that was the thing you were talking about? Yes, that is a
Yeah.
great cameo.
No, I just love in behind the scenes footage. They just show him as actor, and then Thanos Survivor too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. I remember, I think that was he was saying something I think he was making a bit of a shit post out of it, to get ready to play the iconic Donald Duck, I, did this, and whatever. He made it sound like he did all this stuff to prepare for the role.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a whole bit there. He's given that it's a tech
Some
sort of
voice
pill.
modulator or whatever.
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
Yeah, and it makes it so he speaks normal. He sets up a whole plan, sends, all the other ducks, you do this, you're going to do this, you're with me, whatever. He tells all the kids, you fucking stay put, we're right here. Of course they don't listen, but that was part of his plan. And it's he sends them off to, fight Magica. Which I fucking love this moment by, by Dewey. Wait, no. Louis. Fucking confusing them all. They're running around the bin, and he gets her to damage some mirror, and he's like, "Oh, you destroyed the mirror of whatever the fuck," and she's just like, "Okay, so," and he's like, "But there's a curse," and then she gets a little bit scared, "What's the curse?" And he just says, "Oh, grave misfortune, increased gullibility, a swift kick in the ribs." It's the line delivery there was fucking awesome.
He just kicks her in her.
Yeah. It was fucking good. Very well timed.
Wait, are we talking about the first half or the second half?
Second half.
This is the second half, the actual final episode.
I love how Lodge is trying to set to the money bin and he's just saying the same pun over and over again.
You're gonna have to start over your sentence because you just fucking cut out.
So one of my favorite parts about that episode is when Launchpad's starting to crash into the money bin, and so he keeps saying the same line over and over again, but Magica keeps swatting the plane.
Yeah.
Good episode. Good moment, too.
Yeah, but imagine Louis says a swift kick in the ribs. Webby just does nothing. And Magic is uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
He's just
Yeah. And of course, they defeat her. She's literally stripped of her powers. At some point, Lena was literally just zapped out of existence, and it just sends Webby into a rage that while Magic has literally got an entire magic shield around her, Webby is somehow almost overpowering her. So it's like, holy fucking shit, this little kid.
Yeah, Lena sacrificed herself to save Webby. I mean,
Yeah, which that was
Yeah, they quickly though show like at the end, like she's walking away, is like you see she's so I forgot to say this. What it's revealed, I believe it was actually the previous episode or something. Lena is actually Magica's shadow. Like she like put some kind of consciousness into it as she was originally being sucked into the dime. At the end of this, she's now attached to Webby's shadow by, like, I don't know, the power of friendship, quite literally. And yeah, everyone's happy, everyone goes home, whatever, and then it cuts over to Della on the moon watching like a news broadcast. And
yeah.
like she sees the boys, and she's just,
boys?
we don't see this until like probably, I forget what episode is her episode later on in season 2. It's like this is what inspires her to like, fuck, I gotta get home.
Right.
And that concludes DuckTales season 1. Go ahead and whatever you were about to say.
No, I was just gonna say, like, that's when we find out where she's been on the moon, like Captain America.
So here, since we have wrapped this part up, I was wondering, let's take a second and say who our favorite characters of the season were, and we can really say our favorite characters, period.
So, I think definitely, like I said, Lena, I think, was one of my favorites at least in this season. I mean, I still liked her later on, but like especially this season, she was great. Launchpad, hilarious. Yeah, those are my 2 favorites.
For me, I would say Webby, Scrooge, Goldie, Louie, Launchpad. There's a lot of really likable characters, so it's hard to pick more than just like 10.
Yeah, Webby's also like definitely my top 3 or top 5.
Oh yes, crackhead energy all the way. How about you, Hiroka?
I'd have to say, yeah, again, like Webby, Launchpad, Dewey, and Louie, pretty much. Also, Storkules. Storkules is pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay, last but not least, the Duck Fiend, Lopez.
I think you know who's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, Mama Beagle.
Yeah, correct. It's Mom. No, actually, in terms of this entire series, it's Louie. But like, I think as a season 1, it's like Lena.
Yeah.
Because Louie definitely because like each sibling gets like their own seasons like towards them. Season 1's Dewey, season 2 is Louie, and 3 is like Huey and Webby at the same time.
Yeah, it's Dewey's season because like he's the one that's really like the most dedicated to finding, the Spear of Selene and like what happened to Della.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like Lena, Louie, Webby, and then probably say like Scrooge.
That's fair.
So what's your guys' favorite episode?
I would say that I said this earlier. Is my favorite episodes usually are with Goldie and Scrooge because of their chemistry. The introduction to Goldie was a really good episode for me, and the final 2 episodes are great too.
Yeah. I think from this season, I think definitely one of my favorites was like I said this earlier, but Jaws.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a great.
Just it was a hilarious episode.
Mm-hmm.
Horrocus?
I guess I would have to say, like, besides the finale, which was pretty good.
Mhm.
Hang on, I'm looking. Probably I'd have to say the Mount Everest episode, just for the launch pad bits. So that's fucking good shit. Fucking love the ice fever gag.
Yeah.
One. And then my favorite's Last Crash, the Sun Chaser.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like definitely the last three were also easily the best, I think, in the season.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree Sky Pirates in the Sky is the worst.
Yeah, probably.
That's funny because when I was watching that, and I was just like, "Yeah, this kind of blows." I was like, when we talk about this in the episode, I feel like Wayfez is just going to be like, "What? This is one of the best episodes, and I will die on this hill."
No.
But you proved me wrong.
Yeah, seems no like we all didn't really like that one.
It's okay. I don't really mind Don Carnage, and I like that Dewey gets his own like character development. But yeah, it's probably one of the weaker episodes.
I
Yeah.
think it's my least favorite of the entire series. Now that I'm looking at it. Hold on.
Oh wow.
I think so.
That might be something we could do like when eventually we do the season 3 episode, we could almost do like a little bit like, how does this compare to the rest of the series, or we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
actually,
anyway,
Venom, you
go
haven't
ahead.
started season 2 yet, right?
I've
Oh, you're on season 3.
season 2 and I'm on 3. I'm on the final 2 episodes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to quickly watch season 2, so maybe in another month or so we can regroup for season 2.
Sounds
All right.
great.
But anyways, I think that'll be it for this episode, and thanks for joining. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, scratch your balls if you have some. If you don't have some, scratch whatever. I don't care.
Scratch whatever. I scratch your tits. I don't know.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Time to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.